Have you ever felt trapped by your own body? This is Richard Trillion's story. Richard battled the bulge for years, his weight limiting his ability to enjoy life. Simple pleasures became daunting tasks. He tried every diet and exercise program, but nothing worked long term. Despite feeling defeated, Richard knew he deserved a healthier, happier life. Little did he know the answer lay within himself, waiting to be unlocked. If you enjoyed Richard's journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and hit the bell for more inspiring stories. Richard's journey resonates with many of us. Excess weight affects our mental and emotional well-being. But what if we could change our relationship with food, exercise and ourselves? Richard's story reminds us that change is possible, even in the face of adversity. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell for more inspiring stories. Richard's turning point came when he realized the true value of his health. He learned that our thoughts shape our reality, and that by harnessing the power of his mind, he could transform his body. This realization ignited a spark within him. He discovered a 4-step method that promised to unlock his weight loss potential. If you found this inspiring, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell for more updates. Richard often watched children play, longing for their energy and joy. One evening, struggling to catch his breath, he realized his health was a precious gift he had been neglecting. He thought about his future and knew he had to make a change. A profound shift occurred within him. He had to do it for himself and his loved ones. If you found Richard's story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell for more updates. Driven by determination, Richard explored alternative approaches to weight loss. He discovered the subconscious mind's influence on our thoughts and behaviors. The concept resonated deeply with him. True transformation began in the mind. Richard felt a glimmer of hope and empowerment. The answer wasn't another diet, but changing his mindset and rewiring his thought patterns. He was determined to break free from negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. He craved the freedom and confidence of being healthy and fit. This journey was about shedding old patterns and embracing a healthier version of himself. If you enjoyed Richard's journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell for more inspiring stories. Richard eagerly delved into the first step: imagination. He learned that the subconscious mind couldn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By visualizing himself as slimmer and full of energy, he could rewire his subconscious mind. Richard incorporated the imagination method into his daily routine. He painted a vivid mental picture of himself at his ideal weight, feeling confident and energized. Initially, visualization felt strange to Richard. He learned that positive thoughts trigger physiological responses that promote well-being. By harnessing the power of visualization, he could create a positive feedback loop supporting his weight loss goals. These visualizations were powerful tools for reprogramming his subconscious mind. The imagination method was about creating a compelling vision of the future. Richard noticed subtle shifts in his mindset and behavior. He made healthier choices effortlessly and felt a renewed sense of energy and motivation. He was taking control, steering himself towards a healthier, happier future. Richard explored the next stage, the affirmation method. He learned that the words we repeatedly tell ourselves shape our beliefs and behaviors. Richard shifted his language to reflect what he wanted. I am healthy, fit, and at my ideal weight. He phrased his affirmations in the present tense, further imprinting these positive beliefs onto his subconscious mind. Initially, repeating positive statements felt awkward to Richard. He learned that neuroplasticity allows the brain to adapt and rewire itself based on our thoughts. By consistently repeating positive affirmations, he could create new neural pathways supporting his weight loss goals. He made it a habit to repeat his affirmations several times a day, infusing them with genuine belief and feeling. Richard noticed significant shifts in his thinking. The negative self-talk quieted, replaced by a more compassionate inner voice. He naturally gravitated towards healthier choices and felt more confident. The affirmations flowed effortlessly, imbued with belief. He was rewriting his own story, one empowering affirmation at a time. Richard felt a growing sense of empowerment as he fully embraced the first two steps of the four-step method. Imagination and affirmations had planted the seeds of change deep within his mind, but he knew that action was crucial to manifest these desires into reality. This is where the third step, the written method, came into play. It involved putting pen to paper, physically writing down his goals, aspirations, and the actions he was committed to taking. He learned that the act of writing engaged different parts of the brain than simply thinking or speaking. It required focus, intention, and a deeper level of commitment. By physically writing down his goals, he was making them more tangible, more real, and more likely to be imprinted onto his subconscious mind. It was like creating a written contract with himself, a tangible reminder of the transformative journey he had embarked upon. Richard began by purchasing a new journal specifically dedicated to his weight loss journey. He chose one with a cover that inspired him, something he would feel drawn to pick up and write in regularly. He designated a quiet space in his home where he could sit comfortably, free from distractions, and devote time each day to this practice. He found that the simple act of creating this dedicated space and time for his written reflections enhanced his focus and commitment. At first, Richard wasn't sure what to write in his journal. He started by jotting down his weight loss goals and breaking them into smaller milestones. He recorded his starting weight and set realistic targets, focusing on progress. He tracked his food intake to become more aware of his eating habits. He explored his thoughts and feelings surrounding food and body image. Writing down his emotions helped him process them and create space for positive self-talk. He wrote about his challenges, triumphs, and moments of self-sabotage. His journal became a source of motivation, inspiration, and accountability. Richard realized that the act of writing down his goals, aspirations, and even his struggles had a powerful impact on his subconscious mind. It solidified his intentions, enhanced his sense of accountability, and fueled his motivation. It was as if, by putting pen to paper, he was making a solemn vow to himself, a public declaration of his commitment to change. And while this commitment was deeply personal, the act of writing it down seemed to give it more weight, more substance, more power. He began to notice that on the days when he consistently wrote in his journal, he felt more focused, determined, and in control of his choices. The simple act of putting pen to paper seemed to activate a sense of purpose and direction, reminding him of why he had embarked on this journey in the first place. Even on the days when he felt less motivated or faced setbacks, the act of writing in his journal helped him regain his focus, process his emotions, and recommit to his goals. He discovered that the written method wasn't about achieving literary perfection or creating a masterpiece of prose. It was about the process of writing itself, the physical act of putting his thoughts and intentions onto paper. It was about creating a tangible record of his journey, a testament to his commitment and a source of inspiration that he could return to again and again as he continued on his path toward a healthier, happier him. Richard had now incorporated imagination, affirmations, and the written word into his daily routine, experiencing their transformative power firsthand. Yet, There was one final piece of the four-step method that promised to solidify his progress and embed these positive changes deep within his subconscious: the recording and listening method. This involved recording himself speaking his affirmations and goals aloud, then listening to these recordings regularly, allowing the messages to seep into his mind even when he wasn't consciously focusing on them. He learned that the subconscious mind is highly receptive to auditory input, particularly our own voice. By listening to his own voice speaking words of encouragement, self-love, and unwavering belief in his abilities, he could bypass the conscious mind's tendency to overthink, analyze, or resist these positive messages. The recordings acted like subliminal suggestions, gently yet persistently reprogramming his subconscious beliefs and behaviors. Richard initially felt a bit self-conscious about recording his voice. He wasn't used to hearing himself speak in this way, and the idea of listening to his own affirmations felt somewhat strange at first. But he reminded himself that this wasn't about vanity or self-judgment. It was about harnessing the power of his own voice to create lasting change. He knew that the more he could embrace this process with an open mind and a willingness to experiment, the more effective it would be. He chose a quiet space in his home where he could record without distractions. He spoke slowly and clearly, enunciating each word with intention and feeling. He infused his voice with as much conviction and belief as he could muster, knowing that the more authentic and heartfelt his delivery, the more impactful the recordings would be. He experimented with different tones and inflections, finding what resonated most deeply within him. He created separate recordings for different purposes. Some focused on his weight loss goals, affirming his commitment to healthy eating, regular exercise, and a positive body image. Others addressed specific areas where he struggled, such as emotional eating or negative self-talk. He would listen to these recordings at various times throughout the day, while driving, exercising, or even just relaxing at home, allowing the messages to wash over him, subtly shifting his thoughts and beliefs. He discovered that the recording and listening method was particularly effective at counteracting negative self-talk. Whenever he noticed those familiar doubts or criticisms creeping into his mind, he would consciously choose to replace them with his recordings. The sound of his own voice speaking words of encouragement and self-belief acted like a soothing balm, calming his anxieties and reminding him of his inherent strength and capability. As the days turned into weeks, Richard noticed a subtle yet profound shift within him. The affirmations he had initially struggled to believe were gradually becoming his new reality. He found himself making healthier choices with greater ease, feeling more confident, and approaching challenges with resilience. The recordings were now seamlessly integrated into his daily life, shaping his thoughts and behaviors. Just as a drop of water can carve through stone, positive affirmations were reshaping his subconscious mind. He had discovered a powerful tool for self-transformation, tapping into his mind's potential. Richard's journey is a testament to the power of the mind-body connection. By harnessing the power of imagination, affirmations, the written word, and his own voice, he unlocked a level of self-mastery he never thought possible. He shed the weight that had held him captive for so long. But more importantly, he shed the limiting beliefs and negative self-talk that had kept him stuck. He stands today a transformed man, radiating health, vitality, and an infectious zest for life. He no longer just exists, he thrives. He moves with a newfound freedom and grace, his eyes sparkling with confidence and self-assurance. His journey is an inspiration, a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever struggled with their weight or felt trapped by their own self-doubt. Richard's story reminds us that we are not victims of our circumstances, our genetics, or our past. We have the power within us to create lasting change, to rewrite our stories, and to step into the healthiest, happiest versions of ourselves. If Richard can do it, so can you. The journey starts with a single step, a decision to believe in yourself and the limitless potential that lies dormant within. to Pause 2S. You can get Richard Trillian-Mante's weight loss book called You Will Keep Struggling to Lose Weight Until You Try This 4-Step Method of Losing Weight from his website richardmante.com and also from Amazon. Kindly support this channel by pressing like, share and subscribe to get future amazing videos. Pause 3S. Thank you for watching, and remember, your journey to a better you starts today.